To the second legs we go now over in the Europa Conference League, with some clubs edging a little closer to the next stage, while some are on the brink of elimination. Who am I talking about? We're going to get into it. All of it next. That's right, folks, back once again with another prediction video. Today we're taking a look at the second legs of the Europa Conference League. That's right, qualification phase. And of course we are at the first round of that. We'll get into the second round on the conclusion of these games, of course, which are coming at you this coming week. That's right, I think it's Thursday for the majority of the games. We'll get into all of that in a second. Of course, if you're new, where have you been, boys and girls? Smash your subscribe button. Your one-stop shop for Europa Conference League is right here under one roof. Now, before we jump into it, a big shout out to the VIPs. They are the patrons. You know who you are. But of course, it is all about football. It's all about the second legs. So let's, of course, jump into it and have a look at what we're talking about. Now, we're going to go over the results and my predictions, and then, of course, take a look at some of your predictions as well. I'll tell you right now, there's not been many of yours, but it is tricky. So let's take a look at those first legs then, of course, in the qualification phase. We start with Velez Mostar against Interclub de Escaldes. I went with a 2-0 win for the hosts there, but it ended up being a 1-1 scoreline. Meanwhile, FK Duda, they took on B36 to Schaven. I went with the wayside here. Again, home side coming out on top. 2-0 win to get themselves a big old boost. Meanwhile, FA Salulai against Leveida. I went with a 1-0 win for the away side. Picked up not too shabby on that one with a 2-0 win myself. Meanwhile, Budapesk, they lost to Malsheva. Of course, I went with the away side, but the home side coming out on top in the end. Aktobe did lose to Sarajevo. I went with a draw myself. Not too great there either. Pretty tricky this lark. Meanwhile, we go to the second page here. Leblaja against Vikingo. Ended up all square. Got the one bang on the nose. Meanwhile, Bredovic did lose to Tvigshvish. Of course, 3-2 Goldfest in that one. I went with the wayside as well. Meanwhile, a mini Battle of Britain, perhaps, of course. Magpies, they picked up a 2-0 win over Derry. I went the other way. Connors Quay picked up a 1-0 win over Bravo. I went the other way as well on that one. FC Noah, though, beat my boys, Shenaja, 79. Of course, 2-0 winners in the end. I went with a 1-0 away win. Not great there. Meanwhile, Tallinn Kalaviv lost to Uriatu. I went with the home side as well. Athletic Escaldes did lose to Dudelange. I went with an away side, back the Luxembourg outfit. And of course, they came out on top with just the 1-0 win. Meanwhile, Floriana picked up a 3-1 win over Trepene. I went with a 2-0 win myself. Torpedo Kukatasi and Teriana duked it out to a 1-1 draw. Got that one spot on the nose. And Strassen only mustered a draw against Cups. But I went with the home side on that one. Wrapping it up, I think we got Vassen. VPS took on Zalgris. Ended up as a 2-1 win for the away side. I backed the draw. Carnarvon Town with a 2-0 win over Crusaders. Also a bit of a Battle of Britain on that one. Again, got that one wrong. Torpedo Balzadono against Melsamai. 6-goal thriller. Going in favour of the away side. 4-2. Will they go through? We'll see about that. And Paid picked up a 2-0 win over Ballatown in Wales. And of course, Partizani and Marskuskelix duked it out to a 1-1 draw. Goodness gracious me. So I believe, I think that is it. Let me just make sure that that is it. Nope, we've got more. We got more. They just keep on coming. We have SP Florietta against Ishloch Minsk. It went with the away side there. 1-0 winners. I went with the 2-0 win. Shelbourne also picked up a 2-1 win over St. Joseph's. I backed that one as well. And then we, of course, we have Mornar. 2-1 winners over Tbilisi. Got that wrong as the Georgia outfit succumbed to a defeat. Reykjavik and Vilzane 2-2 in the end. I went with a 2-1 win. Stargenen did beat Linfield 2-0. Now, I believe that should be it for those first legs. Let's remind ourselves, for of course, the Prediction League. It is open. It is free, and there's a couple of guys that did participate this time around. So get involved there. Cutley/ECL2425. It is 100% free. And of course, the winners, or the current leaders, should we say, there's 3 of them, and they are legends in all their glory. You have Shepherd and Frosty with 7 out of those scorelines there. And Hans Wurst with an impressive 9. Well done to you, sir. Well done. Take a bloody bow. And again, if you guys are thinking, let's get involved here, of course, well, here is that link once again. So you know what we're talking about. It is Cutley/ECL2425. Free. It's all about the predictions. So get in amongst it and get involved right here, right now. So those are the state of play there. We are now going to jump into those tricky little second legs. And I'm going to give you my gut instincts on that one. Again, I haven't got much to work with here, so it's pretty much the same sort of info, but the venues have been flipped. So let's get cracking and have a look at what we're talking about. We're talking about these guys here. These are the second legs. I am not going to do the maths as well for the aggregate score lines. You're going to have to work that out for yourself. So Interclub de Escaldes coming at you from Andorra will take on Velez Mostar out of Bosnia. Now I probably backed the Bosnians on the first leg. I'm just going to go with a 2-0 win for them on the away leg as well. They do have a lower ranking according to the UEFA coefficients there, with a 480 compared to Andorra's Interclub Escaldes 408. But realistically, the Bosnian outfit should have a bit too much in the tank to win this one, even though it's been played over in Andorra. Meanwhile, we'll hop over to the Faroes, where of course B36 Tashavan will take an Akuda from Latvia. Again, the Faro outfit with a higher ranking and the UEFA coefficients of 292 compared to that of the Latvians 489. And as you can see, I've gone with a draw on that. Don't know where that puts the grand scheme of that one, but we'll find out, of course, when we come back for the results in the next video, which will be the second qualifying round, where I think and I hope the number of matches decrease in this competition. Meanwhile, we go to Estonia with FCI Levada taking on FA Salulalai from Lithuania, of course, making their return, or at least debut, to the European stage up against the Estonians, who've got a ranking of 310. I am backing on this one, going to go with a 2-1 win for Levada to give themselves a big old win. I'm not, again, don't know where that puts them in the grand scheme of things. Meanwhile, let's hop on over to Montenegro with Budućnost Bukanokni. I do believe they lost, or they didn't get the result, didn't get the win against Malasheva in the first leg in Kosovo, but I do anticipate them to come back a little bit, fighting a little bit more, a bit between the teeth. Of course, a ranking currently of 266 according to the coefficients. I'm going to go with a 2-0 win for Budućnost Bukanokni. I think they should have enough in the tank to get the win, at least the win in the second leg. Again, it might not be enough to get them through to those second qualifying rounds. Meanwhile, FK Sarajevo from Bosnia will take on FK Aktobi, coming out from Kazakhstan. The Bosnians with a ranking of 269. Aktobi ranked all the way 401. I am backing, I think, a draw. Nope, going with a 1-0 win. Sarajevo with the winner. Is it enough? We'll see, of course, later in the week. Meanwhile, Vikingur, they're coming at you from the Faroes up against FK Levlaja, coming at you at Latvia. The Faroes with a 387 ranking compared to a 383 of that of Latvia. Not sure about the first legs, but I'm going to go with a draw here. Two evenly matched sides, I feel. And again, it could go, you have to get your calculators on that one to see who goes through in the end. Then we hop over to Iceland with Bredovic up against GFK Tigifesh, coming at you from Macedonia. The Icelanders ranked 325 in the rankings, according to my eyes, whereas the opposition making a return or haven't been in the European scene for a while. I'm going to back the Icelanders here with a 2-1 win. No real logic behind it, just fancy them over in the Nordic region of Iceland. Meanwhile, Derry City of Ireland taking on FCB of Magpies, coming at you out of Gibraltar with a low ranking of 548 compared to the Derry City's ranking of 413. Going to back the Derry City on this one. Not too sure that the Gibraltar outfit can handle them, especially on the road. So I'm going to back Derry City with a 2-0 win. Go through, well, at least challenge to go through in the next round. Meanwhile, Conakry Nomads up against NK Bravo of Slovenia. I think the Nomads picked up a win on the first leg, but now they're in Wales. Can they, of course, pick up another win? I think they'll get a draw here, which, according to my eyes and my calculations, might be enough to send the Welsh outfit through. They do have a ranking of 375 right now compared to Bravo's 0 rankings. Meanwhile, KF Shrekada for 79 coming out of Macedonia, my boys right there. Year of 79 up against FC Noah coming out of Azerbaijan, who do not have a ranking as of right now. I'm going to back my boys here, 2-0 win, a bounce back, and that I think will be enough for them to go through to the next stages. Hopping on over to the next page, we have Armenia's very own FC Urartu taking on Estonia's JK Tallinna Kalilev. That's right. The Armenians have a 429 ranking compared to the Estonians 0, yet to be ranked in the UEFA coefficients. Going to go back at the home win on this one, FC Urartu. I think they're going to be a little bit too strong on this one for the home win. Again, I'm not too sure. My memory is very poor. Don't have the results in front of me. If that's going to be enough to go through. Meanwhile, Dudelange coming at you out of Luxembourg, coming at you against Athletic Escaldes out of Andorra, who have a low ranking of 535 compared to the Dudelange's 180. I think at home, I think they did pick up an away win before, so this will just add to it. 2-0 win. Dudelange go through into the next stage. They are then, of course, could be joined by San Marino's very own SP Trapani up against Floriana, coming at you out of Malta. The San Marino outfit do rock a 400 ranking compared to Floriana's 491. Tight on this one. Going to go with the away side from Malta. Going to go with a 1-0 win. Say goodbye to the San Marinos. There, of course, we'll take a bow right there. Then, of course, Albania's KF Tirana taking on Torpedo Kukasaki of Georgia. I think they are managed by Steve Keane. We've got a ranking of 430 in the UEFA coefficients compared to the Albanians 414. Tight, airtight on this one. Going to go with a 2-2 draw. Not too sure which way that lands, of course, in the grand scheme of things. Then it's Cups coming out of Finland. Kupion PS up against UNA Strassen out of Luxembourg, who do not have a ranking compared to the Finns, 267. I'm going to go with the Finns on this one, 2-1 win. So the Luxembourg outfit maybe packing the bags with that defeat, depending on what went on in the first legs. But I'm going to go with Cups on the second legs right now. Then we hop on over. Zalgiris coming out of Lithuania with a high ranking, probably one of the highest in this competition, of 168 up against Vasen VPS coming out of Finland, 473. Zalgiris should be too strong. I don't know what they're doing here if they're struggling, but they should have too much in the tank to go through. 2-0 win in the end on the night. We'll see about that if it goes through in the end. Meanwhile, Crusaders up against Carnarvon Town. Again, Battler Britain, of course. Crusaders coming out of Northern Ireland with a ranking of 326 against Carnarvon Town's ranking over in Wales of 0. That's right. I can't remember what went on in the first leg. There's so many games, so much madness. Going to go with a draw on this one. Again, bit of a local affair here, but a bit of Battler Britain. Will it be enough? We'll see when we come back around. Meanwhile, FC Al-Maslama coming out of Moldova. They're taking on Torpedo Belazidino, coming out of Belarus. The Moldovans with a ranking of 351 compared to Torpedo's ranking of 419 coming out of Belarus. Another tight one here. Could go either way. I'm going to go with a 2-1 win for Milsamai at home to take it to the house. Peda coming at you out of, where are you coming out of? You're coming out of Estonia, that's right, with a ranking of 431 against Bala Town from Wales, 437. I recall Peda with the victory in the last one. This time they drag it all the way over to Estonia. And I'm going to go with a home win on this one. I think we're going to say goodbye to Bala Town at the first stage. They'll tumble out. And Peda will go through to the next round, round 2. Then it's Markosolic FC up against FK Partizani, coming at you from Albania. The hosts, Malta, without a ranking. Up against the Albanians with a ranking of 303. I do back the away side here with a 1-0 win. I think that's going to be enough for them to go through. I think the Maltese outfit making their debut, I believe, in European competition, definitely in this competition, will go out according to my eyes and my mathematics. And then let's hop on over to FK Ishlok Minsk coming at you out of Belarus. They'll take on FK, actually SP La Florienta coming at you out of San Marino. Now the Belarusians without a ranking up against the San Marinos, 364. Realistically, it's butchers, bakers, candlesticks makers, and I don't think SP La Florienta will have it in their locker to get past Ishlok Minsk over in Belarus. So the Belarusian outfit making a debut, but they'll go through second legs, and they could be joined by these guys. St. Joseph FC coming out at Gibraltar, but they've got a bit of a mission impossible up against Shelbourne FC out of Ireland. The Irish do have the lead. I think it was a 2-1 lead in that first leg, and I don't think they're going to get anything in the second leg over in the Gibraltar Isle. Right there. So Shelbourne with the victory. That should be enough for them to go through. Then, of course, it's Dinamo Tbilisi coming out of Georgia, who did upset me in the first legs, up against FK Mornar out of Montenegro, who have proven to be a sticky wicket. Going to back the Georgians, though, overall here. 2-0 win. Should be enough in the tank to go through to the last. Well, not the last. It's the second round of qualifying. I don't know. This competition is massive, and it will go on for a long time. Then it's FK Velzana out of Albania, 4061 ranked, up against Iceland's Valjo Ricevic, ranked 416. This match in Albania for the second leg. Again, don't know what went on in the first leg. I cannot tell you, but I'm going to go for the draw here. 2-2 evenly matched sides, especially on the road in Albania. It could be tricky for the Iceland outfit, but their compatriots there, UMF Stajnen, go to Northern Ireland. That's right, Linfield FC in a battle for a place in the second round qualifying. Linfield ranked 227 according to UEFA rankings. Stajnen 385. Another tough one to call. Going to go with the draw here, sitting on the fence. But that, my friends, completes my really ropey first round qualifying second leg predictions. I don't really know what you know. It's going to be a very difficult process to see who goes through and, of course, who goes home. But we'll bring a bang up to date very soon when we come back for those second qualifying rounds. But until then, make sure you get involved with the prediction league. See if you can out-predict me, the prediction king. Then, of course, join me back for those second round qualifying, probably about a week today, maybe a week tomorrow. I will be traveling a week today, but you know what I mean. That's it. Subscribe, smash the like. Your non-stop shop continues right here under one roof.